here has basically inspired me in some kind of way, whether we see each other on Facebook or not, or we just are friends. You really inspired me. So I just thought it was important to just have some fun, celebrate each other, enjoy. What a great spot to enjoy a Sunday afternoon than at the wine gallery, right? So just want to say thank you. Real Women Reveal, I'll just give you a little bit of information about Real Women Reveal. Real Women Reveal LLC is an organization and reality talk show based on the premise of promoting self-esteem and self-worth and sisterhood for women. So I do have a lot of tapings where if you guys go on a YouTube channel, you'll find a lot of the segments that I've done. We had a really fun one a couple months, well, probably at the end of 2014, where we did the scandal. Tamara and Chanel and Carmen, we were all there. I have another one that hasn't been put up yet that's really good, that's coming up. It was kind of a piggyback off of Why Are Women So Mean to Each Other? So it's a piggyback off of that. So I've been going through the editing with my guy Walt over here. So it's a really great, segment. But also with Real Women Reveal, my husband and I, he'll come up and give a little bit of information about House of Miracles. But I like to do a lot of events and fundraisers for House of Miracles, which is our 501c3, a nonprofit organization. It's a transitional facility for adult women and men in the early stages of recovery and in different types of transition. So that's what I try to bring a focus, to bring a forefront so people can understand that too. I do work over at the House of Miracles for the women as far as a self-esteem and self-worth coach. What I noticed is a lot of times women in recovery, this is just my opinion, in recovery, after they're clean and sober, self-esteem and self-worth is kind of on the forefront of what they need to be. And speaking with some of the women, the lack of self-esteem and self-worth got them to where they were, why they needed to, why they were in the addiction process or going through recovery. So I like to work with them on that. So that's what we do over there. But again, Real Women Reveal, please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. I'm trying to get used to Instagram, all the social media sites. But I really have some up-and-coming things that's going on with Real Women Reveal. There's one person here that's supposed to be here that I would like to talk about a new venture for Real Women Reveal. So if she doesn't come, or if she doesn't come, then I'll come back and tell you guys what that is. But I would prefer her to do that. But other than that, I'll go ahead and bring Xavier up just so he can give you some ideas about House of Miracles and some of the basis behind what I do or what we do.
House of Miracles is, again, like my wife said, is a 501c3 nonprofit organization designed to help men and women in the early stages of recovery. We have two separate facilities, converted homes, one for men and one for women, where we teach them the basic life skills in order to regain their lives, to regain their place in society, to be able, functioning, law-abiding individuals who can, go out and do the things that they once were able to do without the substance abuse, the alcohol and drugs interfering with that. To be fathers and mothers and uncles and aunts, and again, and be good parents, and to be productive, to be good employees. And so those things, the alcohol, the substance abuse gets in the way of all those things. So we have found it, our job and our mission is to help those individuals to get back on track. So we love our work, we love what we're doing. You're more than welcome to come and see our facilities. They're both in Glendale. Get with my wife or myself, through we have a website, it's www.houseofmiraclesinc.org. And, send us a message if you have some time you'd like to come out. We also are very thankful, and we also invite you to come out. Whatever special skills and talents that you may have definitely will be beneficial to help the men and women that we come in contact with in our homes. So some of you, depending on what your profession is, you may want to lend some of your time to, whether it be resumes, job skills, basic life skills, employment, whatever that may be. So we encourage that, and we're very grateful to you for that. Some other things about House of Miracles is some of the things that we do. We help individuals with employment, you know, we have made contact with some agencies that allow us to get employment for our individuals, men and women, call centers, you know, just work where the agency already understands that the person has had some difficulties in their past life and they want to give them another chance. And so we made some contact with some agencies that help us with that. So that's a good, because without work, individuals are, you know, they're stuck. You know, they need work in order to feel good about themselves. Self-esteem, self-worth, whether it's a men or women, both need that. And so work is one of the ways that provides that. What else? We've been doing work for about the last 3 or 4 years now, but House of Miracles has actually been around since 2001. My good friend and mentor, his name was Thomas Amin. He passed away last year, but he was the original director of House of Miracles, and so he left a lasting legacy of wanting to help and be the forefront of the community of helping individuals to reclaim their lives again. So I take that as my mission, and just to disclose to you, I'm in recovery myself, and I, God willing, in July I have 12 years of clean and sobriety time. So I know exactly what it's like to go through the horror and the bewilderment, the frustration, the despair of substance abuse, but you can recover from that and reclaim your life. And so I'm God's proof of that. So enjoy the rest of your afternoon. We thank you for coming, and we hope to see you soon somewhere or other. Thank you.
All right. Really, it was about a celebration of women. That's for me, a celebration of women. So I know I may have spoke with some of you about just telling us what you do, whatever you do. It's about acknowledging all of us. That's what it's all about. So I'm just going to I got a couple things too. You know what? Maybe I will read one first. Let's see if anybody know, and I have maybe a little gift. But I did some little searching about some women facts in history. So if anybody can figure this one out. This person, make sure I don't read the name, one of the most powerful supermodels and television personalities in media today. She was born in 1973 in California. After shooting a print piece for 17 magazine, she quickly rose up the fashion modeling ranks. During her first season in Paris in 1981, she booked 25 runway shows. She was the first African-American woman to appear on the cover of GQ, Sports Illustrated Swimsuit Edition, and Victoria's Secret's lingerie catalog.
Naomi Campbell?
Nope.
Tyra Banks.
Oh. So just hold on to that so I'll remember. You was like, I had my word.
Well, you said when she was born.
Oh, okay. Younger. Right. So right now, I just kind of want to bring up some random women, and we'll go through just to tell us. So I want to bring up Nikita.
My name is Nikita Smith, and as Audrey said, we've been knowing them for a while. I just recently started a nonprofit organization, which is called Zion's Chiari Children's Foundation. And what Chiari malformation is the brain condition in which the tissues is pressed down into the spinal canal. And I started that, you know, on my own journey because my daughter, her name is Zion, and she has Chiari malformation. So she's 2 years old, and she's had 2 brain surgeries. And so with our struggle, we didn't know anything about Chiari malformation until she got diagnosed with it. So we want to bring awareness to Chiari malformation. We had one of the best pediatrician neurosurgeons here to do her first operation before she turned 1 year old. 6 months later, she had needed a second operation. The operation she needed, he only does 3 times a year. So we had to do fundraisers and things like that because we were considered in a low-income family, which we had access, and they wouldn't cover any insurance outside of Arizona. So then we started having fundraisers to raise the money to get her the surgery, and we found a phenomenal neurosurgeon out in Michigan, Royal Oaks out there. And it was a plus because she's the 9th black African-American neurosurgeon in the country. Her name is Dr. Holly Gilmore. And so she just recently had the surgery January 14th. And so a few weeks ago, we actually got approved for our 501c3. So our goals it's in 4 entities, which is to bring awareness, to provide medical and travel grants for families outside their extended coverage area, and we do a therapeutic camp for children as well. So that is.
And make sure you tell them about the beautiful mural that's downtown.
Thank you. We did. We had our first. Actually, it was our second awareness event, and we have a mural on 15th Avenue in Roosevelt, and it's a picture of Zion, and it has our support group logo. We had District 7, Michael Nowakowski. We had the Reverend Warren Stewart Sr. and Warren Stewart Jr. come out, and we had Commander Jeff Alexander from Phoenix Police Department came out to support what we're trying to do. So
that's awesome. We'll find a picture. If you can find a picture, then just kind of pass it around so they can see the mural.
Sure.
It's beautiful.
I definitely will. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I want to bring up another fabulous woman, Felicia Davis, who's doing amazing things in the community and for women. So we just want to celebrate her today, too.
Well, hello, ladies. What a pleasure it is to be here with you today. My name is Felicia Davis, and really, my story is that the work that I do is all about empowering women to lead, and not just lead any kind of way, to lead very courageously and to lead on your own terms. And the reason why I'm so passionate about this work is because I spent 23 years in the corporate environment. I left my corporate job as a VP of HR, but the thing that I saw that really incensed me the most was that there was a lot of very smart, very talented women, high achieving women like all of us here, but oftentimes we get passed over by people who weren't nowhere near as smart as we were, nowhere near as talented, or nowhere near as experienced as we were. And the reason why, the main reason why that would happen is because we really didn't know how to show up and lead. We really didn't know what it meant to be a leader. We really didn't know what it takes to get a seat at the table. Not only have a seat, but to have a voice at the table. And so what we would do is we would stay low. We would be comfortable. We stand in mediocrity instead of being willing to stand up and be seen and be known so that people know that we add value to the organization. So those women or the people who would get it would be the people who knew how to network. They knew how to connect. They knew how to strategically do it in a way that made sense to build meaningful connections. And so that's why I'm so passionate about this work, because 4 years ago, the reason that I actually left my job as soon as I did was because I suffered my second stroke. And I suffered my second stroke because I was so stressed out doing so many things. I was going up the corporate ladder. I've had a very, very, very successful career, but I was doing it in the wrong way. I have a nonprofit organization as well, so I was doing stuff out in the community. And I just got stressed out. And the truth of the matter is that I wasn't listening to God's whispers that was saying to me, look, you need to slow down. I want you to focus your time on a few things. And so when I had that second stroke, and by the way, I didn't even know I had the first stroke because I was too busy being busy, right? So what I want to leave with you guys today is that you really have to take the time to make sure that self-care is your number one thing. Being here today is a self-care initiative. You got to make sure that you make a priority out of your self-care. The other thing I want to leave you with, I want to leave you with was, at the beginning of the year, I've written a book. I have a book called, I like to say I wrote the formula for leadership, because I have a book called The Leadership Mastery Formula for Women. And you can find it on Amazon. But I've also authored a lot of things from the leadership perspective. And at the beginning of the year, I authored a strategic guide and workbook called the 2015 Elevation. It's all about how to really elevate powerfully this year. And I thought I would share a few things from that guide, but I'd also love to send you a free copy of it. If you go to this link, you'll have to pay for it, but if you give me a business card, I'll send you a copy for free. So there are four things I want to share with you. The first thing is that, if you want to really, 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 every year, your number one goal should be to become unrecognizable to yourself at the end of the year. Unrecognizable, because you're stepping up so powerfully into your leadership that you're like, damn. Damn. That's right. You have to go there. Right? You're stepping so powerfully into your leadership. So I want to share with you 4 things that you can do to really become unrecognizable to yourself a year from now. the first thing that you have to do, and what we often do not do, is you have to get very clear on where it is that you're going. You know, stop living, stop staying asleep at the wheel. Be intentional. Make some goals about where you want to be 12 months from now. Very specific about it, all right? The second thing that I really want you to do is to give up the need to please. Instead of being like you want to please everyone, you need to be everywhere because you feel like you need to be strategic about where you show up. Be strategic about who you give your time to, right? Be purposeful about developing meaningful relationships. And the way that you develop meaningful relationships, there's two things I want to get to you today. One is you have to be willing to give up your expert status. What do I mean by that? We're all leaders here today, right? We're all good at something. But you have to be willing to give up the expert status and become an advisor to people. Because when you become an advisor to people, people trust you. They'll open up themselves in a way that you could not believe. So be willing to do that. The other thing is you have to get good at understanding people's agenda. Right? When you know someone's agenda, you know how to connect with them in a powerful way. You have to be very intentional about really having meaningful conversations with people that will help you understand what their agenda is, right? And so those are two things that you can do to really, really, really sink yourself into that. The third thing that I want to encourage you to do is have strong boundaries, right? Be very clear on what you will and will not tolerate, right? What you will and will not tolerate. You have to have strong boundaries, because if you don't, guess what? You're going to be led by someone else's agenda all the time. So I want to encourage you to have some boundaries that are unbreakable. Like when someone positions something to you, you have to have something that says, okay, is this in alignment with my values? If it's not, you have to be willing to walk away. And that's the thing about a leader, is that you have to be willing to walk away that things that either cannot serve you or you cannot be of service to. Right? You don't have to be everywhere all the time. Be strategic around who you give your time to. Very important. The last thing I want to say is that, and this is very important. You know, I do a monthly women's executive luncheon, and we had the luncheon yesterday. Very powerful. And the luncheon was all about really wearing a mask. You got to be willing to give up that mask so that you can really connect with people very, very powerfully and ask for what it is that you need. See, as women, we walk around with so many masks for so many reasons that we talked about yesterday. But we walk around wearing a mask. Nikita was at the meeting yesterday, and I was just really amazed. And I sat down. She told me about a powerful breakthrough that she had around the mask that she wore. Around why she, you know, because I've known her for a long time too, but she actually said to me, you know, now I know my trigger is, I know exactly why I wasn't coming around you anymore, because it was a trigger that I had, right? So when you get clear on those things, you have to be willing to remove that mask so that, number one, you can get what you need, you can ask what you need, you can serve people much more powerfully, and people will be willing to serve you in a powerful way as well. And so, you know, so as you guys can tell, this stuff I am so passionate about. I am extreme. This is what God built me to do, right? So when I decided not to go back into that corporate job, I left a six-figure salary. I left 5-figure bonuses. I left 5-figure sign-up bonuses. I left the corporate card. I left all those perks. But guess what? I'm 200% happier now, because I'm doing what God has designed me to do, and I'm doing it on my own terms, right? So I want to encourage you guys to really find a way to get, because nothing feels better than being able to live life on your own terms. Whether you're working for corporate or whether you're working for yourself, you got to design a life by design instead of a life by default. And so that's my message for you.
All right. And so the next person I want to bring up, and I'm very proud to introduce Olivia, because she's phenomenal. She's a phenomenal young woman, and she's actually going to be spearheading our Real Women Rebuild and training program. So we got to uplift our young women, but she uplifts me, I'll tell you that, okay? So I guess mentors come at every age, right? However you get it. You get it however it comes. So in saying that, we want to introduce Olivia, and I want to personally thank you for accepting that position and being so gracious and so like, yay, I'm ready to go. I got like 2 or 3 more emails from girls at South Mountain High School who was like, yes, because I think they knew with Olivia. So you are a trendsetter. You know what I'm saying? So you're at the helm. So you got to use that wisely.
All right. So Audrey had asked me to write a poem about the entire program.
Speak up a little bit.
So this is a poem called "Let's Be Honest." Let's be honest. Being a black teen in 2015 is so amazing. It's getting hard to be modest. I'm a goddess in training. And still, as soon as my parade gets marching, that's always when it starts raining. I begin to lose all confidence I had just started gaining. I'm the child of oppression. I'm black and I'm a female. I'm the playground for the white child to figure out which stereotypes to believe. In a line of purebreds, I'm a mongrel with the stub tail. Bachelor's, master's, PhD will never matter because the degree at which men turn their heads to look at me is how I really prove myself. I'm the stir of the pot, hot to trot, hot and top Venus. I'm the girl who's never looked at because her attitude is the meanest. But listen, be honest here. Would you be all sugar, spice, and everything nice if you were constantly treated like you were only matter if you're aesthetically pleasing? Ridicule for the things which you cannot change. No, a low self-esteem comes with a low tolerance for nonsense, but I'm here for you, babe. I'm here to reveal the beauty that's been inside of you that you feel like you've lost. I'm here to reveal to you that you're amazing at all costs. I'm here to reveal, well, the woman inside of you.
Awesome. Would you like to do one more, maybe that you did at South Mountain High School? Do you have that one?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think that was powerful, don't you guys?
Keep their face off.
Right, give it to her.
This poem is called Why I'm Angry.
Why is she too cute to be angry?
Keep their face off.
I'll probably be a little bit less nervous on this one. I've performed this one multiple times. Alright. So here's a little poem that's not saluted at all. The story of why my pride in my race will never be discreet. The story of why I'm angry, mad, exhausted, and completely beat. Burning down Black Wall Street so that we can only remember the black chained feet and the Africans that are on the fleet of whites that were taking us to where we spent the rest of our lives being beat. And even when they let us free, we still had them on our back. And they say we're citizens, but yet I still feel their lashes on my back, and I'm tired of feeling as though I'm not really black. Because when it comes to qualifications of being a color girl, there's a couple things that I lack. I'm too lightly pigmented. I'm too well-spoken. I'm too proud of my race, and I refuse to be the white man's token. The sidekick to a white girl with blonde hair and processed curls, like every other black girl of the world. Racial ambiguity is a society's idea of beauty. We're exotica, the main focus of their erotica, the bad girls every rapper has ever wanted to touch in the back of a club, and for me, that'll never be enough. Because even when the road gets tough, my roots are strong enough, and water is thinner than blood, and the water my ancestors traveled on to get here is stained with their blood, just like their hair was drenched with feces and blood, and now their struggles are turned into trends called dreads. And we only know our history after another black boy is dead, but Google doesn't know all the tears that were shed, and still, they tell us to lift up our heads. And when they lynched my great-grandma, they told her to lift her head. We crawled through the hardships on bended knees and folded hands, and now we can't even make it through with lifted heads and raised hands. They used to think that everyone with a hoodie was a Unabomber. Sometimes a black man with a hoodie is just a black man in the cold. Sometimes a white man with a hoodie is a Unabomber. Who dies first? If they both die, who goes the worst? It seems like no matter how much blood is taken from us, it'll never quench our thirst. A 12-year-old boy is shot 9 times, and his sister is held back from saving his life. That's just another regular day in America, another stolen life. And in the midst of all this strife, they still find a way to blame us, because in white American minds, the predominant killer of blacks is us. Blue flag, red shirt, red blood, bloodshed, shed tears, tears shed, because of a blue flag wrapped around your head, another innocent boy in red is dead, or another innocent girl in red is dead, or another gang affiliate is dead, or another violent human being is dead, or another nigger is dead. Just another nigger is dead. They won't stop until every nigger is dead. And they can scream up and down about right-wing racism, and because every white person wants to sing a song of racism about how white people can experience racism without regard to the fact that racism is a system of government meant to hold people back. It hinders us from getting legitimate treatment and proper treatment in the workplace. It can put us in jail for being at the wrong place at the wrong time, and it can get us poked at by police like frogs we used to dissect in our 6th grade science classes, just like reverse sexism doesn't exist. I don't have the political, social, or economic power to do the same thing to a man that he can do to me. So while I'm looked at like another freak show at Hot and Top Venus, no matter how much power I have in my career, I can never reject a man because of the size of his penis. So this is the story of why I'm angry, why I'm mad, exhausted, and completely beat, and why no matter how tired, I'll never admit defeat.
Next, I want to bring up my girl Carmen, who is just, you can look at her and be like, and you'll know what she's talking about. She got it going on like that. But come on, Carmen, share. So we're going to celebrate Carmen.
This is probably my third event that I've had an opportunity to be present with Audrey, and it's really great to see a lot of the sisters and the brothers come out and support one another. Every event I've came to, it was very enriching and empowering, and it gives me something to walk away with, to actually in my daily walk to just say I want to do better. I want to really at the end of the day transform into, like Felicia said, at the end of the year, like you don't want to recognize yourself. So when you wake up in the morning, you know, you got to have that purpose in life. And I was actually introduced to a company, a little bit of history about myself. I modeled for a number of years. And I started off at like age 16 and modeled, so I learned about skincare very early in life, of what to do and what not to do. And so I used that regimen throughout my, throughout my lifetime. And now being here, I actually been blessed to be here in a position where I'm working for myself, and I do healthcare, so I'm an insurance broker. And then I was walking and met a neighbor, and she introduced me to a skincare product. And again, I've been modeling for a long time, so I know about skincare. And I noticed that throughout the years, my skin was changing, and I was using the same products. But I didn't know that those products really were not just working for me anymore. So I started educating myself on the product that I was introduced to, which is called Nerium. It's an anti-aging day and night cream, and what it's good for is that we all moisturize our skin. We all use something on our skin, right? Have you studied what that product does for you? Share of hands? No. We know it does something, which probably moisturizes our skin and does a little bit of something to do a little bit of something. Nerium was developed by scientists who were working with skincare patients on clinical trial data to develop a product that would heal skin cancer. And what they found is that the product through the trial was not was improving their skin so well that it didn't cure the cancer, but it did heal their skin to a degree that they've never seen a product do what it's done in the past. Now, any product in this anti-aging, as long as it meets a 2% increase in the change or the reduction of fine lines, discoloration, wrinkles, then it can have a label of anti-aging. This product was giving people results up to 60%. Some people 60, some people 30, some people 20 in 30 days. And so when they were so blown away with how well this was working that they put them through another trial, and the same results with these people's skin were that dramatic that they then sought out, like, okay, well, how do we promote this product? We're just scientists. So what they did is they reached out to a gentleman by the name of Jeff Olson, and Jeff Olson has taken a lot of direct sales companies. The latest one was it'll come to me, but he came out of retirement because the last company that he did, he turned it around, made them a $400 million company in less than a number of years, which was a historical event for the company. And he's done this time and time again. He's a self-made millionaire, and so to make a long story short, they reached out to him. He looked at the product. Yeah, he's a heavy hitter. He's a beast in the business. And so they reached out to him. He was like, no, we don't want to sell this to L'Oreal, Sephora, Clinique. We're going to put this on the market as a direct sell marketing, because you know what? Word of mouth beats buying it over counter for $300. I could, have people be like yourselves, and you promote the product just by word of mouth. In the first year, the flagship product did $100 million. Wow. 100. All of this is on data that you can research. 100 million. It never been done before by any new company launch. Google took 10 years. Amazon, all these high top companies, it took a lot longer than that. In 1 year, 100 million. In our second year, this #1 product did so well that they established the day cream. So now you have a 24-hour regimen, day and night. This night cream you put on, it's like a mask. It tightens, it tones, it works with your skin discoloration. It works with reducing fine lines and wrinkles and bringing back the shine and the glow in your skin. And it's all natural. All natural, plant-based. The main ingredient, the first ingredient is the NEA extract that is from the oleander plant. And I did my, investigation on it. This is 1,500 years old. The NEA was used in AD. They were using this product. So this is not anything new, but it's just kind of new to us. So now this product and this product, we're at 200 million plus in year 2. In our third year, we just came out with the Firm. The Firm is from your neck on down. So it's going to tighten and tone your décolleté area where you have your wrinkles at, your discoloration.
Talking over here.
And in here, I'm telling you, tighten and tone those love handles.
Because I've been talking all the time about the thighs.
Tighten and tone. Let me tell you, I am a workout junkie. What you see is muscle, tone. But there's some areas, seriously, that working out just ain't gonna get it. And I'm telling you, some loose fat right here. Baby girl, put this on here. Your skin feels, my husband told me my skin felt like velvet.
Oh, my.
Velvet. And he don't know I put it there, you know what I mean? But to get those type of results, to get those type of comments, I walked into a store last week and the girl went to sit me down and she grabbed my, pulled me by the, she's like, oh my God, your skin feels so good. What it does, it has NEA extract in it. Let me make sure I give it all to you right. Peptide matrix. It has caffeine, willow bark, green tree leaf, forcal seal root. All these things are natural ingredients that work with the plumping of your skin. Every day our skin ages. We lose it no matter what we do, okay? But this restores your skin from the inside out. So when you get them plump cheeks and the fine lines and the discoloration under your eyes and the smile lines, that's closing your pores up. It's working from the inside out, and my sister, I'm telling you, my sister is 28 years old.
Oh yeah, she showed me pictures.
My sister has MS, very, very dry skin. And her skin, when I saw her at Christmas time, it was disheartening because she's 28 years old. And her skin was so dry and her face just looked like she was somebody else because it was that discolored from scar marks that she has from scratching her face, her legs, her back, everything. She had been going to a dermatologist for a year. She'd been buying this product, buying that product. Nothing is working. And she went to the dermatologist in October and they told her, I don't know what to do, Ashley. So I said, okay, we're gonna have you try this, sister. She tried this day and night cream and she about cried. Because overnight, when we saw her the next day, her face had calmed down. And you can just see it starting to heal. And in 90 days, she sent me 7 days, 15 days, 21 days, because I'm sending her in for a 90-day real results contest. That's how well her skin has transformed. My other sister said, Ashley done got some confidence back, she's proud of herself again. And she works, she's out there in the world, and she wasn't confident about how her skin looked. And that's why I'm here to talk about the product, because a lot of times us sisters, we don't even know each other, and we talking about products for our hair. We're all in this natural family of, trying to go natural, and all of us are trying different things. So I'm just here to share with you a product that you guys can YouTube Nerium, and you will see what this product has done in the last 3 years. You're not going to see us in terms of we don't do the infomercial types of things, because the way we do business is, again, it's word of mouth, and through word of mouth, your business grows that fast. I am an independent brand partner, and as an independent brand partner, I'm able to bring other people on, and we get our product free. It's not like the Mary Kay or I did Tracy Lynn Jewelry where we had to buy all this product then sell it. That's not how they do it. That's not Jeff Olson's business model. And he has one of the best business models. Also, company car allowance is involved in you know, your base income. And it's not much to get to a company car where you can drive around a Lexus. And it's not a lot of work. And a lot of us who are self-employed, you know, like Audrey and her husband, they wear a lot of hats in their business. You know, this company gives you the tools that you need to be successful. All you got to do is follow the business plan, and it's minimum. And you can make a lot of money. You could do well. You can make a lot of money, or you can just be a person who just likes to use the product, you know, whatever you like. But the product definitely sells itself, and it's much cheaper than being on the stuff that you would buy at the store. And I just wanted to bring this magazine up because we were featured 4 times in the last 3.5 years on this magazine. And I just went to one of our conferences that we had in Long Beach this past summer, and or not this past summer, October. And these ladies here, we do have a sister who has graced the cover of the magazine, Beautiful You, and she talks about her testimony of her dry skin that she's always had it all of her life. And somebody introduced the product to her. She was very skeptical, as we normally are with something that's new and we haven't heard about it. And she's like, let me try it. And she had excellent, excellent, excellent results. And because of her results and the brand partner that she worked with, they submitted her before and after photos, and she was one that was selected for an all-expense paid trip, 4 days, 3 nights, to one of my Miami Beach resorts. And we do have, as you see, the gentleman in here. And each one in this magazine talks about, they actually came up and talked about their testimony. This gentleman here, he's actually a nurse here in Arizona. Yeah, Paul. He's a nurse here. He had the lines across his forehead, but everybody had something. But as you see, all their skin is glowing, and my skin is glowing. Carmen. Thank you very much. And I do have some cards, some flyers that I will pass out to you guys. I would love for you to take a look at the website, and if you have any questions, give me a call. I'll be more than happy to send you some information. I can give you the product to sample. The way we give the product to you is for you to try it out for 5 days. We want you to take your before and after pictures in your 5-day time, and then because from the naked eye you will not see the difference, but if you use your camera pixels, you will definitely see the true before and after pictures of what the product has done for you in that short period of time. Just to kind of case what the cost is, the day and night on an auto is $120. You can't get that, you know, that inexpensive anywhere. It's designed for 30 days. You use 4 pumps of this at night. You use 4 pumps of this in the day. So the bottle is designed to go for 30 days. Okay. This you just put on like lotion. All right, I'll pass this around. You ladies are more than welcome to put that on. That's the firm. That's on my legs. The firm is on the neck all the way down. And you know what? I just use the firm. I put the firm on top of my regular lotion, and this is shiny like this all day. I'm not putting on anymore. It is. Yep. Thank you. So that's what I do, ladies, as something that I'm passionate about, which is skincare and keeping you looking good and feeling good.